Just click out of that. Just pay attention to your regular breathing. And I want you to pay attention to the back side of your body. So as you breathe in, you might not feel any push into the floor, like where your low back is or your upper back is. You probably only feel your breath like on the front of your body. Or maybe you do, but just pay attention to the back side of your body and either notice the lack of movement or the little movement that you do feel. Now I want you to continue to pay attention to the back side of your body, but you're going to flip over on all fours and go into rock back. And this time it'll be easier to feel the backside of your body expand. And go ahead and exaggerate your breaths in. So in through the nose, expand and feel the backside of your body stretch. Try to get from your low back, upper back, your whole back kind of expanding out. And now you're going to take it into a rock back lat stretch and go to the side. So reach one arm across and crunch one side of your body and open up the other side of your body and exaggerate the breath in. And I'll take that to the other side. Crunch one side of your body, open up the other, and exaggerate the breath in. So think deep breath in. And you're expanding from your armpit all the way down to your hip. And now you're going to go back on your back. And just see with your regular breathing, do you feel a little more push on the backside of your body? And now you're going to add a reach from that position and start your breathing in through the nose, full breath out through your mouth. And as you breathe in, think of pushing the backside of your body into the ground. So in through the nose, full breath out through your mouth. Reach up towards the ceiling. Think each exhale, reach a little more. And think of keeping the tension as you take a breath in. And rest. You're going back into rock back. To find a comfortable position for your head. and hands, and just breathe into the backside of your body. See if you can get the breath all the way to your sit bones. And now go into the lat stretch, reach one arm across, big stretch. Go as much as you can, as long as it feels good. So make it intense, but not so intense that you're hurting. And exaggerate the breath in. See how much air can you pull into the ribs. Try to get access to every single part of your rib cage. And then switch to the other side. And again, make it as intense as you can without hurting yourself. And now go back into regular rock back. And now breathe back into the backside of your body with that same exaggerated breath in. And then back to your back. The goal is getting your low back to expand into the floor. So this time you're going to add a little bit of a tuck. So go ahead and find those heels and roll the hips just enough to where you're just rolling the hips, keeping them on the ground, not picking them off the ground. So keep that position. And then whenever you're ready, add a reach and start breathing in through the nose, full breath out through your mouth. Each exhale, reach a little more. And think of deflating everything evenly from your low belly to your chest. Pay extra attention right below your belly button. Think of that deflating. And rest. Instead of rock back, you're going into sideline. So whatever side, you're doing both. So lay in the fetal position, bring your knees up. So in this position, you're basically in the lat stretch. So as you take a breath in, think of the back or the bottom part of your ribs expanding into the floor. So right where your armpit is, where you're using it as a pillow. Think of driving the inhale down into that area of your body. So you should feel that part of your body push into the floor. And then full breath out. Continue to do this, but make sure you're not tensing up your neck. All of that pressure is going into your side, your armpit. And turn to the other side, same thing. See if you can drive everything down. So sideline, fetal position, bring your knees up as high as you can. And so every part that you feel hitting the ground, your low back, your ribs, your armpit area, that pushes down into the floor as you take a breath in. See if you can aggressively push that into the floor without tensing up your neck. And rest. You are now going to flip over on all fours, get on your elbows and knees. So make yourself into a little bit of a plank. So shift the weight forward, push through your arms, tuck the hips a little bit. And on this one, as you inhale, you're going to slide one hand forward, but it's not coming off the ground. And it's sliding a few inches. That's it. And then exhale, slowly bring it back. And so inhale, slide one hand. All the weight comes off that hand, even though you still have it on the floor. And rest. You're now on your back and you're doing the same thing with your arms. Sliding back on the inhale. So before you go, tuck your hips a little bit. So push into the heels, roll the hips. And then reach up towards the ceiling on the exhale. On the inhale, you're going to reach one arm over your head. So you're going up towards the ceiling and back towards your head. And on the exhale, you're going to bring it back up towards the ceiling. And you'll alternate from side to side. Continue to do this, but keep your low back on the ground the whole time, especially when you inhale and reach overhead. And rest. You're now doing the same thing in the tall kneeling position. So 2 knees down on the ground. You'll reach one arm overhead as you inhale. So first step, tuck the back pockets. Reach the arms forward like you're on the ground. So still a big reach, full breath out. On the inhale, reach one arm over your head. And as you exhale, let it come down. Now get your chest forward a little bit. A little more. And now ribs down from that position. Perfect. Try not to arch your back as you inhale and you're reaching one arm over your head. And rest. You're now on your back again. This time, moving your legs. So bring your knees and hips to 90 degrees, so off the ground. The knees are bent, hips are bent, And from that position, go ahead and give yourself a nice exhale and press your low back into the ground as you fully exhale. And keeping your low back in that position on the exhale this time, so it's different. You're moving your heel down to the ground and then bringing it back up. Only one heel at a time. Exhale, your heel slowly goes down, keeping your low back on the ground. Inhale when your knees come back together. As long as your low back stays on the floor, you are good. And you're feeling your abs. And rest. And now you're going into quadruped hip circles. I'll demo those because it's been a while. Hands and knees. You're going to reach through your arms. And now, glass of water right on your low back. You're going to pick one knee up and draw circles, but nothing moves. So notice how my upper body is not moving at all, and my knee is like barely off the ground. You're reaching through your arms. And I'll switch to the other direction if you haven't already. So keep doing the same leg, but just go the other direction. And take a break. Come off the shoulders for a second before you do the other side. This should be pretty intense on the upper body and abs. So whenever you're ready, set up again, hands and knees. Push through your arms and then take one knee off the ground or the other knee and start making circles. And then switch to the other direction. Keep everything still. You're pushing through all 10 fingers. And rest. Next one, roll to elbow. Or just lying on your back and reaching your arm up. So if this bothers your shoulder or neck, you don't want to feel it in your neck, you'll just reach. So you're either doing roll to elbow, which is one knee bent, the other arm is up towards the ceiling, so same side, and then you're rolling to the elbow on the exhale or inhale, and then slowly coming back down, exhale, exhale, trying to go as slow as you can. No tension in my neck, it's all in my abs. I'm exhaling, and then I come down. Or just get in this position and exhale, roll, inhale up. So either just static hold, kind of like an arm bar, or roll to elbow. Inhale, reach, exhale, slowly bring it down. And switch. Inhale, reach up, and slowly bring it down. And rest. You're now going into a squat, so up on your feet. So step one, stand with your feet hip width apart. Shift the weight back into the heels as you reach your arms forward. Tuck the tailbone and hold. Focus on the heels. Breathe just like you do on the ground. Full breath up. And push into your heels as you come up. Perfect. You're back on your back. You're doing the same thing with the roll to elbow. So one knee bent, one arm up, same side. And you're moving up on the inhale. And listen, switch legs. Yep. Roll to the elbow. Slowly bring it down. And then switch to the other side. Roll and then slowly bring it down. No neck tension. See if you can get other parts of your body to work instead of your neck and head and face muscles. And then back to the squat. So soften the knees, shift back into the heels, reach the arms forward and hold. And you get tired, keep pushing into your heels. Just feel the muscles that you feel, which should be the front of your thighs. And push into your heels as you come up. One more roll to elbow. So the goal, can you roll up to your elbow without feeling your neck muscles turn on? Slowly bring it down. And rest. Other side. Normal, one side is going to feel better than the other. Then one more squat. On the squat this time, I want you to pay attention to the back side of your body. Pretend you're in rock back. So find your squat position, tuck the back pockets, weight on the heels, reach the hands forward, and then feel the back side of your body expand. To get that, you have to shift back, reach forward, still exhale. And rest, push into your heels. Now you're back on your back. And it's usually hard to feel the backside of your body expand with regular breathing. But maybe you feel it a little more than you did in the beginning. And just pay attention to that area in your body.